What's cracking lacking? What's everybody up to on this fine Saturday? There. Just had to set that up real quick. What's everybody up to on this beautiful Saturday? Beautiful Saturday. Beautiful weather today. Beautiful weather. I mean, it was a little hot earlier, but it's not so bad now. Just wanted to hop on, see what everybody was doing. You know what I mean? Or probably people are out and about doing their thing. But we're like, fuck, man, we bored as fuck. I was like, man, let me hop on here and see what's cracking with people. You know what I mean? Really see what's cracking lacking out there. Something's got to be cracking this Saturday. Somebody's feet or butt cheeks or something. But something's cracking out there. It might really cracking over here, though. We right here, we at work. You already know we getting the grind on. They got us like slaves, like always. Slaving away. Oopsie. Fuck did I press? Oh, there we go. Why is it doing that? It's for texting all late. It's like the homie literally waited for I went on live to get back at me. No promise. But let me find out you're watching the live and that's why you did it. That's just funny sometimes. Like I'll hit up the homie and like he won't be getting back at me, and then I go live and then they want to get at me like, man, motherfucker. Like sometimes I feel like y'all do this on purpose. They probably do, huh? But what's cracking in the world of YouTube? What's everybody, getting themselves into? What's the news out there? A whole lot of, huh? A whole lot of. There's always something on YouTube. That's for damn sure. Some kind of drama or mess or something's always happening. So it's like every day I get up and I check my email and there's like always some new, shit going on. Like I'll be like, man, what the hell? People telling me, about this and that, and I just like, what the fuck? I mean, that's crazy. And it never stops too. It's like always somebody new and there's always something else too. I'm like, damn, people just get a kick out of this, huh? That's crazy. What happened, my boy? What's cracking like? Everything good? Well, you got my number if you ever need to, chat or whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, you already know that. Just phone call away. All right. Just right, as long as everything's all good, you know what I mean? Because I know sometimes, life could hit you with all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? People are now used to hearing more negative, than positive. That's why. Some people are normally always assume the worst, huh? Like when the whole sighting with aliens, people think the worst than the positive. It's like, fuck, we're doomed. It's like, why would you automatically think because aliens come here that we're doomed? Like, you don't know that. Like, when'd you talk to them? Like, as much chance that there is to coming here to dominate us is as much that they're here to be allies or friends or whatever. Like there's no more proof showing one than the other. But I always find it funny when people think the worst, you know. But I'm already used to that, you know. People like to judge, so you know, I'm already used to people coming already with the, you know, the negative mindset more than the positive mindset. But what are you getting yourself into right now, my boy? On this Saturday. You know, I know most people are probably out and about and doing their thing. And plus, since I'm not part of the YouTube partner program, anytime I do ever release a video or anything like that, since we don't have a partnership, they don't push my channel. Like the only people that will know about it is the people that are actually subscribed or actually notified, you know. But YouTube won't go ahead and throw it out there because, well, we don't have no partnership, so why would they? I accidentally invited my roommate to hang out with my friends, and how do I uninvite him? It accidentally happened. You just tell him the truth, bro. Tell him that, hey, you know what? We're just trying to keep this, you know, like a small thing, you know, just us, you know, like no, you know, no offense, you know, I don't, you know, don't think that, you know, I don't want to, you know what I mean? But just be honest, you know what I mean? It's like, because I mean, you can go through the effort of trying to cook up a lie and stuff like that, but like I said, the chance of maintaining that lie and stuff like that is going to be difficult. And not only that, once he finds, like, let's say, you know, you accidentally actually, you know, spill it out later on, he's going to be more upset with you, the fact that you lied to him, than if you would have just uninvited him to begin with, you know what I mean? But if you go, like, you know, and talk to him, you know, like, right, you know, like, tell him that, you know, that you just, you know, trying to keep it just like you guys, you know what I mean? I mean, people can't be mad. I mean, they could probably be like a little bummed out at the honesty, whatever, but at least, you know, they can appreciate that you were honest with them, you know? Like me, when I'm hanging around with my homie, I'm brutally honest, you know what I mean? I'm straight, you know, forward, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have just been like, oh, hey, you know what, Savage, get my boy Ave. It was just gonna be us, fool, you know. So I don't know why the fuck, you know, I invited you, you know. So hey, for next time, my boy, you already know. And they're like, sick ass fool. But that's already because they're used to my honesty. Or even like when we're like spinning something, like, hey, what you think about that rap? Like, oh, that was, I didn't like it. Damn, why, my boy? Well, this isn't that. It's because, you know, when you lie to people, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, there's no good could come out of it. You know. You know, we have to start. We have to stop avoiding, you know, serious conversations, or, you know, just being honest. You know what I mean? Because people, if we start making lies a habit, right, by telling small fibs here and there, it's going to become a habit, right? So it starts off with little lies, then little lies get bigger, and you went from one lie to multiple lies. You know, that's why it's not good to do that, because people, you see that, you know, how easy it is and how they could get away, and it starts becoming a habit. You know what I mean? That's why it's never good to, you know, allow bad traits, you know, to set their roots in, because then it will start sprouting life. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's never good to, you know, try to take the easy route on anything, you know what I mean? Or try to cheat in anything, because then if you cheated on this and got away with it, then you're going to start cheating on that, and then this, and then that, you know what I mean? Because you're going to start thinking like, well, if I got away with it here, then I could probably get away with it over here, and then it starts becoming a habit, and that's why it's never good to do that. That's how compulsive liars end up becoming the way they become. You know what I mean? Because they've seen throughout their whole life. Remember, a kid, since they're small, they are not able to comprehend what is going on, but they recognize it, right? So they are not aware of the power of like lying or the power of manipulation, but they could recognize it, right? So they understand that if they fake cry, they could potentially get what they want. You get what I'm saying? So even though they don't know the concept of manipulation and all of that, they are still able to see, okay, if I pretend to cry or anything like that, then they could get what they want. You know what I mean? But that's why it's never good to feed into those behaviors and need to be regulated since a young age. That it's not okay to behave in that just because they want something. You know what I mean? Because then they start making it a habit, right? And as they grow into adults, it doesn't go away, right? It literally becomes worse, right? Because they felt like they were able to get away with it their whole entire life. So it's a formula that's been working, right? So why would they change that formula? It's literally all they know. It's the only way they actually know how to obtain things, right? Even women, when it comes to sexually exploiting themselves, right? If they start, how could I say? If they know that they could get something, by being seductive, then they start making it a pattern, throughout their life, right? That's why it's never good to feed into those bad behaviors. You know what I mean? Because they know that it works, right? But at what cost? Somebody's pride, dignity. Because in the long run, that's what actually really matters. You know what I mean? As people are aware, caring about other people's opinions and what they think about you at the end of the day that's the thing that doesn't matter, right? So your morals and your self-respect is what matters. So that's why it's important to maintain those things, right? Because when that starts to get polluted as you get older, you're not gonna like the person you became, right? And that's what makes these people compulsive liars or miserable or manipulators, right? They start trying to paint a different persona that they are, right? Because they're not comfortable and they don't like who they became or who they are. I'm 40 seconds behind on the light, but so far. Yeah, bro, I always say, that it's just important that, people just, I'm telling you, like, if you come and see, some people say that, some people think that when you give them like advice, like just be honest, they feel like being honest is like if you go and you be like, you know what, you fucking bug, fool, so it's better that you don't go. And and it's like, that's not being honest. That's being a fucking jerk. You know what I mean? Like, that's being an asshole. Like, people think that because somebody is actually giving their opinion, right? But they're doing it in an aggressive manner, then that's okay when it's not okay. You know what I mean? As a proper adult, you got to know how to, talk to individuals. You got to know how to give your honest opinion, but without offending the other person, right? You still got to keep it, respectfully, right? So there's people out there that are like, nah, I'm just honest, so I don't understand why people don't like me. Like, you may be giving your honest opinion, but you're doing it in a way that you're looking to insult the other individual. So therefore, you're not looking to be honest. You're literally looking to be a jerk. You're literally looking to make the other person feel bad. That's the only reason why, those types of aggressive, like expressing yourself aggressively like that, that's the only reason why it's done. You know what I mean? Because you're looking to offend the other person. That's the only reason why you said the comment you said, the way you said it, is you were looking to offend the other person. Yeah, you gave your honest opinion, but by disrespecting him as well, right? The whole point is you're supposed to give your honest opinion, but at the same time, not looking to disrespect the other person because you're an adult. You know what I mean? You got to be, you know what I mean? Like, people will be like, oh, people are just mad because I'm brutally honest. Like, nah, this is different. The way you do it, you're looking to insult people. And, I mean, that's just looking to be a jerk. So it's not the same thing. Now, again, order some pizza. Oh, that's right. You get, like, the Hawaiian style or the Supreme or anything like that on your pizza? Or you're just a pepperoni guy? I know most people don't like Supreme and, like, pineapple and all that, but that shit's bomb, bro. Yeah, but it's crazy, how people, are not able to see the things that they do, right? Like, some people be like, oh, this guy's the real deal because, he keeps it honest. Like, Well, I wouldn't say that though. Like he's looking to insult people. That's all. It's not the same thing as being honest. All right, you're the pepperoni type of guy. That's right. I like my extra extra cheese, bro. I like that shit cheesy. It ain't easy being cheesy. Just remember, honesty is always the best policy. Don't let anybody out there tell you different. You know, because people be like, I just lied to them because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. Like, bro, best believe when they find out that you lied to them, bro, they're going to be more mad at you or more disappointed at you than if you would have just been fucking honest from the start. So, no, it's not going to go just like that. You know, but see, that's the thing, though. It's the fact that people think that, imagine that people think that it's okay to lie to individuals, right? Because they don't want to hurt their feelings, not understanding and grasping the concept that, well, you know that once they find out that you lied to them, that they're fucking only going to be way more madder or more disappointed, you know, with you than if you would have just been honest from the beginning, though. So you're literally only stalling the confrontation, right? Like you're literally just putting it on hold, you know, and making it bigger, if anything. So you're not fixing the problem, you know what I mean? You're literally just putting it on hold, you know? People have to understand that there's nothing wrong with being honest, you know what I mean? Even if, you know, even if it goes against this person who's your friend or whatever, you know what I mean? They have to understand that you're at least being, you know, honest, you know, with them. I'm telling you, people maybe could be upset at, you know, in the moment, but then, you know, they'll come to the realization that at least you were being honest, and you know, people are always going to respect that. At least you came with honesty. At least you were straightforward with them. You know what I mean? Um, at least they understand that you respect them that much to come with them, you know, with the truth instead of trying to play them stupid. You know what I mean? Because I seen that shit blow up on people's faces so many times, time and time again. Have I seen, you know, it blow up into people's faces, and then, you know, people are upset, or, you know, and it's like, bro, I told you, bro. I told you from the gate. Like, I don't know why, you know, I'm telling you. But see, manipulators, liars, and people like that are always going to give, you know, obviously the wrong advice. And they're normally the ones that are always, you know, vocal about what people should do. So a lot of people tend to grab that and run with it, right? Um, Look at 6ix9ine. I mean, you know, he was out there misbehaving, and literally, you know, gave a lot of people this formula that if they disrespect a bunch of people, and that's how they could reach the top. You know, they could climb to the top like that better, or they could reach this kind of success like that. But then look at the aftermath that happened with him, though. Because I guarantee you he was shitting it when he was locked up, right? And I guarantee you he's shitting it now. You know what I mean? Like I said, and the reason why these things happen, like what happened to him, right, recently getting busted again, was because he feels like he could get away with doing all the shit that he does, and there be no consequences. So he keeps living his life like that. And we already know behaviors like that are not tolerated. So then he ends up in the same fucking situation again, because he really thinks that he could get away until he ends up getting, till it really ends up, you know, really ends up coming down on them, right? And that's why it's never good to allow those behaviors to go, you know, without being punished. You know what I mean? Because essentially, you're actually helping the person too out. You know what I mean? Because it's only a matter of time before they find themselves in that mess, right? You know, it's like I see it sometimes too, right? Like there'll be like certain channels, you know what I mean, and they'll do something and then they'll make a video apologizing for it, and then they'll go and do the same thing again and again and again and again and again, and then it's like people are. I don't understand that people find a hard time like it's like seeing through that. Like, can't you see that the person's apologies are not genuine? You know what I mean? They literally are just empty words, right? Empty vessels. Because if they were truly sorry, they wouldn't keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over. They wouldn't have to keep apologizing for the same shit if they really are sorry, or if they really do see that their ways were bad or wrong or whatever. They wouldn't keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Because someone who's truly sorry or who truly recognizes their mistakes doesn't keep committing the same error over and over again. They keep committing the same error because they feel like what they're doing is, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why they keep doing it. Because I have always said this: no matter how smart you think you are, no matter how slick you were born with the gift to manipulate, no matter however people want to spin it, people cannot control their emotions. They just can't. You know what I mean? Even a psychopath who has no emotions, right? His ego will overall get the best of him. You cannot control your emotions. So people just have to find the right buttons to push. And once they land them, you're just going to react. And your reaction is going to tell and show, who you truly are, right? And that's why you see it a lot with these individuals, right? When they get triggered and then they go on a complete haywire, and then it's like, yeah, like, and it's worse because it's on, see, when manipulator con artists, when people used to capture them in their lies and stuff like that, it would be in person, right? Because, social media wasn't around, right? So it was a lot harder for you to get people to side with your version of the tale if there's no evidence to show of these kind of, I guess, mischaracteristics about this individual, right? But with social media, that's why it's their kryptonite, because there's videos that people could just go back and watch, right? Like, no, look, this is how this person truly is. You can go back and watch the video. Bam, it's right there. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're so egotistic, they allow these videos, they leave the videos up there, right, for people to view, because they really literally think that they could manipulate people that well, that they'll leave the video and they go back and watch it and see that they're not doing anything wrong. But eventually, people do end up start waking up. What's good? Roll call state of state. That's right. Shout out to the homie. Go check out his channel. Woof, 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 woof. Who let the dogs out? Who sings that song? Cisco? Let me see that dong. Oh, no, that's a different film. Man, that shit was funny. Crazy ass Cisco. Blonde ass hair. Fool was Super Saiyan. Are you inside a car? Yeah, Simon. I'm at work, so I do the videos when I'm on my break, on my lunch breaks. Like, every time you guys see me and I'm doing a video, I'm always at work. I always do my videos at work. You know what I mean? I always do them on my break, because when I get out of work, I don't really like to be like on on devices and shit like that. I like to interact with my family and and homies. Like, I feel it's rude, like, when, like, let's say we're chilling with the homies or something's going on, right? And people on their phones, and people don't even conversate no more. Like, everyone's in their own devices. Like, homies already know when they come to the cantona, dog, I better not even see you whip out that phone. You know what I mean? Because I think that shit's rude, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, man, why'd you come over here if you were just gonna be on your phone? You know what I mean? Like, people have to fucking interact. You know what I mean? So that's why I just do them when I'm just on my break, and then that way, it doesn't take up my time when I'm with the family. Could you show the window? Yeah, that's the windows. Like I'm saying, I'm very genuine, with my channels. Um, I'm very transparent, you know, because I feel like, you know, in this world, people don't. I mean, well, if you have nothing to hide, then you shouldn't be hiding anything. Then did you get kicked out again? I got kicked out. Yes, yes, I did. Let me stay here, Cantona, my boy. Let me stay here, Cantona. Don't trip. I don't take that much space. You can even put a newspaper on the floor. It's all gravy. Believe it or not, we actually work, bro. We literally slave away all the time. That's right, my boy. Stay up. Yeah, but that's why we literally just at work, just waiting for the break to be over. You know what I mean? Like we can actually show where we're at. To be honest with you, I don't understand why some people are afraid to show, you know, where they roam. Like what are you so worried about? Like why are people so worried for? Like, do you have a reason of why to be worried? That's the only reason why I could think of why somebody would be worried, that they have a reason of why they should be worried. When you get out of work, would you post a video or go live again? Nah, I normally don't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, I gameplay like in the night. You know what I mean? But normally, I don't really. You know, normally just do one live. I normally like when I do my videos, I literally do them when I'm on my lunch break, or if I'm driving towards work, or driving to when I'm driving to work, driving back home, and on my breaks or my lunch. But it's always during the, like, how can I say, the work route. You know what I mean? Um, that way, you know, when I'm home, I'm not, you know, I could at least spend, you know, quality time with my family and shit. Is it true you live in Portland, Oregon? Simon Carnal? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Right here in uh, where's, damn, I don't know. I don't know, fucking Portland, Oregon. No, I actually live in the city of Southgate in California. City of Southgate, which is the south side of Los Angeles. We still live in the ghetto, my boy. Literally, I'm in Boyle Heights right now. This is what Boyle Heights is. See, Portland, Oregon don't have palm trees like that and stuff like that. Or the freeway that's right there. That's literally the 60 freeway. And am I showing where I'm at, bro? I got nothing to fear. Trust. Like when people like they see like right. I have a few people that have told me this. Like when I'm driving and making my videos, right? They tell me like, hey, you should move the camera because you know you can see outside the window, you can see where you're at. And I have told them, well, I have posted my address on YouTube. As a matter of fact, there's like 3 videos on YouTube right now that have literally my Cantona on it. You know what I mean? I have nothing to fear. I have nothing to, you know, be hiding from. You know, I'm not scared. It's nothing to be scared of. You're only gonna hide and be afraid if you have something to hide from, or you know, hide about, or whatever. You know. But I don't got nothing to fear. You know. You know, like, oh, what if someone tries to do this and that? I'm confident in myself, and if situations were to happen, You know, you just got to know how to carry yourself. You know what I mean? But if you're someone who's just, who does scandalous stuff, or dicks people over, or is wanted for whatever reason or whatever, then if you have all this shit on your jacket, then of course I could see why somebody would be afraid, to say where they're at or and stuff like this and that. You know what I mean? But then again, people can't be mad at that because they brought it upon themselves, because the fact that you're like this and like that and you did this and that is the reason why you're targeted. You have no one to blame but yourself, for your behavior. You mean you live on the east side still since you're Southgate? Well, we consider Southgate, well, in the street world, we consider Southgate the South Side, because the South Side is cities like Cudahy, Bell, Maywood, Bell Gardens, Linwood, Compton, South Central. That's all considered the South Side in street world, right? Because the East Side is considered what's East Los Angeles, Boyle Heights, Commerce, areas like that, right? And then you have the Northeast, which is like El Sereno, Cypress, Highland, that. And then you'll have the West Side, which is the MacArthur Park area, Hollywood and stuff like that. And then you'll have, the Southeast, which is considered Norwalk, La Mirada, Artesia, Hawaiian Gardens. That's what's considered the Southeast. Street world related way. I know geographically it's seen some other way, but street related wise it's seen a different way. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my lunch is already over. I got to get back to it. You know what I mean? It was, Feedman chopping it up with you guys.